everyone, welcome back with another video of Salesforce Geek channel, and in this video I'm going to talk about an interesting tool, and that's called Jotform. So Jotform is a versatile online form builder that makes creating everything from simple contact forms to complex application super easy. Whether you are running a small business, a non-profit, or just need to collect data efficiently, Jotform has tools to help you out. So without any delay, let's install it and see the power of Jotform, because you can build forms really in minutes. So in order to install the application, what you need to do, you need to simply type App Exchange in your Google browser, and then simply click on the first link. Now here, first of all, you need to log in with your Trailblazer ID, that means your Trailhead account. And if you did not log in, so you will not be able to install it. So first of all, here you need to type Jotform. Once you type Jotform, you will see Jotform, form, survey, e-signature and all. Just click on it, and here click on Get It Now. So if you are new, like you are installing an App Exchange application first time, so let me give you one quick hack here. So for example, right now you can see in my Trailhead account, you are only able to see these two orgs. So, but in most of the cases, we need to install some App Exchange application in some different org. So how we can do that? Let me show you. For now, you can select whatever Salesforce account you want to use. For example, I want to select this, and then you need to wait until this install in production buttons will be visible. I will click on it. Now it will represent a form like this, like whether you are agree with the terms and condition. If you want to read it out, you can read out the terms and condition by clicking here. As I already tried the tool, so I already read it. Now you need to simply click on confirm and install. Now once you click on the confirm and install, you will be redirected to a page where you need to log in with your Salesforce credentials, right? And so now instead of providing the credentials that the org you selected, you can select whatever org you want to install the Jotform application, right? So here I am going to simply type the org credential in which I need to simply add my application. So I simply select the username and type the password over there. Click login. Now I will install this app only for admins, so I will click on install. You need to grant access to these third-party websites, that is api.jotform.com. So simply select this checkbox. Like in order to install the application, it is kind of a prerequisite, so simply select it and click continue. Now this process will take some time, so I will show you once this is installed. So now here you can see the installation is complete. Let me click on done. And once this is done, you can see in the installed manage packages, Jotform is there. Now in order to see where you can build forms, you need to simply click on this app launcher and type Jotform over there. Click on it. Now you will see this screen at the very first. When you simply open the application, you have resources, and here you can see Jotform tab. So this is the process where you need to basically build the forms. Let me click on setup, and if you need to create a Jotform account as well. So let me show you how you can create it. Simply go to jotform.com, and as I am already logged in, let me log out so that I can show you how you can create a new account. So here you can see, either you can sign up with Google, sign up with Microsoft, right, or sign up with an email. So that these are the ways you can create a Jotform account. But if you don't want to create it from here, what you can do, you can simply click on start for free, and it will basically navigate you to the same screen. But as I already have the account, so simply I will select login to an existing account. Now here you have option like how you want to log in, whether you want to log in with Salesforce, log in with Google. So let's say I'm going to select login with Salesforce. Click on allow. Now simply again I need to connect my Jotform and Salesforce. Let me click on allow. Once this is done, you will be redirected to this Jotform website, and whatever the forms you already have will be displayed here. So right now you can see I have one form already there in my account, right? So let me delete this because I want to build it from scratch so that I can show you. Now, what we can do from Jotform will be visible to you now. So let's say here you can see create form button. So let me click on create form. Now you will see these type of templates and all. Create Salesforce form, use template, import form, create signable document and all, right? So it's like very handy. So as I need to build a Salesforce form, what I can do, I can simply select this feature, create Salesforce form. Now the best part is here you can select your objects. So let's say here I type lead. So now you will have like, okay Shubham, but why you are using external tool when you can do the same with web to lead? But let me tell you, in web to lead you will only get the HTML code, right? Over there you need to add CSS, you need to customize your code. Even if you want to set some conditional visibility, you need to rely on a developer in order to do that. But here in Jotform, what you can do, everything is in drag and drop. I will show you. You can do a lot more things. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to simply select the fields that I want. So let's say I want first name, I also want company, and because it's a required field, so it's already included there. And apart from that, let's say I want to include phone, email. So currently, as you know, that we are going to launch the Salesforce development course or development training. So I want to collect the information from interested candidates. So that's why I am building this form right now. Just a use case, or you can say business scenario. So these are the fields that I selected over there, right? And let me click on create form. Now after this, it will ask like upload organization logo so that we can include over there. So in the name, let's say I will type Cloud Padale Academy. Now I'm going to drag and drop a logo as well, right? I also added a logo. Let me click on, don't show this again, you can add on. So if you don't want to add this, you can simply click on this checkbox and save. So here you can see I added. So in the form you can see my logo is there, and here you can see the form title. You can see the field that we selected. So the beauty is how fast it will be visible, or how fast the changes you are seeing over there. Now you can change the names. So let's say name, right? First name, last name, company, and here I am going to type sublabel if student, type your college slash, or let's say institute name, right? Now for example, we also have students sometime. So in that way, what I want students to add their institute name in the company field. Now we have phone, so, and we have email, right? So we have a basic form. Let's see what other things we can do. So I want to change this. I don't want to add any header because you can see that's how it actually looks good. Or if you want to show header over there, you can do that. You can rename it or whatever you want to add. Now in the add element, let's see what are the other field we have. So here you can see heading, full name, email. So let's say I want to add heading again because I removed it. So simply you need to drag and drop, and here you can type whatever the you want to type. So let's say Supreme Batch 1.1 starting from 1st of October. Let's say now I want to set the properties of this. So what you can do, you can simply select to add it into center. If you want to set some other data, you can do that. Now in the same way, if you want to set any other option for this, like let's say middle, also enable middle name, you can enable. You want to enable prefix, you can do that. Or let's say prefix would be text box or drop down. If you select drop down, so see, that's how it will look. But I don't want to include prefix and middle name, etc. So that's how customizable the Jotform forms are. Same with the company. If you want to adjust something, you can do that. Like whether you want to add a validation or something like that, you can do that. Similarly in this email feature as well, whether you want to confirmation field, so you need to type the email again. So it is like very customizable. That's the thing what I'm talking about. And the beauty is it is not related only to the lead object. If you're talking about web to lead, it is only limited to lead, right? But you can direct create a form on contact. You can directly create a form on lead, let's say, or any other object or custom object, right? And the best part, up to a certain level, it is like Jotform is free of cost, right? So you don't need to worry about the cost part. When you are trying the product, it is a freemium on it is on a freemium model that you can use. So now let's say see the working, like how this form actually works, because there are certain features that I want to highlight once I basically build a simple form. Once this is done, let's check out the setting tab. What are the things that we have here? So here you can see the title name that you want to provide is, so let's say Supreme Batch 1.1. Now form status, enable, disable or conditionally enable your form. Your form is currently visible and able to receive submission. So let's say if you want to turn off, you can set the different status over there. By doing this, let's say I added this form onto my website, let's say on my WordPress website, that is salesforcegeek.in, right? Because that's where I need to collect the data from my students, like whether they want to learn Salesforce development or not. So I completely manage the form from Jotform application, right? Because I don't need to edit the form in my WordPress website again and again. So again, you have the encrypt form data, like you can encrypt your form responses to store sensitive data securely. And if you want to see more option, here you can see change the warning messages on your form. For example, you missed a required field, so you can simply select any kind of error over there. If you want to do that, these are the options, right? So that's kind of settings that we have in this setting page. Now here you will see publish button. So once you click on this publish button, you will see there are more options available to us, and that is called new feature that you can see is prefill. I will talk about it. Let me first show you a demo of this form. So let's say I'm going to copy this link, and in another tab I'm going to paste Jotform link here. Now this is the basic form, right? Now let's say I'm going to type here Shivang Tomar, company, let's say Critique Technologies, phone number, some random phone number, let's say, and email. I'm going to type my email address so that I can show you what are the other things or features that I did not cover yet. gmail.com, and I'm going to hit submit. So once you hit submit, you will see a thank you page. We can also customize this behavior. Now how we can do that, let me show you. First of all, let me see whether we have the lead in our Salesforce account or not. So let me click on list view. So here you can see Shivang Tomar is already in Salesforce, and it is in real time. So you can see the data is like at the same time. All the information that I added are available over there. But now let me show you gmail.com. So the response email will take some time. Right now, if I move to Jotform, if you want to embed this on a particular website, you can do that with copy code. If you want to enable or add the form as, let's say, iframe, you can simply get the code from here. You can also add the WordPress form. So simply you need to copy this and set this code into your website, WordPress website, and your form will be ready in minutes. Now, what are the other things that I'm talking about is, let's say, settings. And if I go to build, yeah, so let's say if I click on submit button and click on properties, you can change the text. So let's say submit details. You can change the button style and all. Here you can see my website is in for example, let me show you, salesforcegeek.in is in blue, right? Like this kind of color. So I can simply add the same button over there, submit details, so the my website will have the look and feel of the same. So you can do that like just a single click, correct? If you want to add any image, you can do that. So here you can see on the button as well, but I am not going to keep image over there. Now the freemium model have one issue. It's actually not an issue. It's like every freemium model works like that. If you are not paying for the product, basically you will see their branding over there. So basically at the bottom you will see Jotform branding, like create your own Jotform. So in order to remove the branding, you need to basically upgrade your account. Now that's one thing. Let me click on publish again. Now in the left, the setting that I'm talking about, you simply need to click on settings, and in the left you will see thank you page, like show page after submission. So if you click on it, it's up to you whether you want to display a thank you page, and you can also further customize this thank you page as well. Or once the user submit the form, whether you want to redirect the user to a certain website. For example, here I will add youtube.com/salesforcegeek, right? Now if I go to publish again and copy link, and here I will add, let's say, Tulika Khanduri, company name, let's say iLink Digital, some random phone, and let's say again I am going to type, let's say, yep, my different email @gmail.com. Let me click on submit details. So this time you can see it is redirected to my YouTube channel. Now let me move back to Jotform, and basically the settings, the further settings that you can do here, let's click on settings, and here we can have integrations. You can connect your form to other apps as well. For example, let's say PayPal, you are using Square, Google Sheet, Google Drive, Twilio, MailChimp, whatever the tool you are using, you can connect your form with that particular tool. Now we have conditions, right? So here you can see if name, company, phone, email. Let's say we have any criteria where we have one field, and based on the response of that field we want to display any field. For example, in this case I don't have anything, right? Because I don't have much fields. But for example, if I ask like whether you are working in a company, so if I provide a checkbox over there, and based on the checkbox response I display either company field over there, or let's say the institute name field, maybe a custom field, right? So that's based on that, like show/hide field basically do that. But if the same I need to do in web to lead, I need to write some HTML code or lines over there to build the same functionality. So but the comparison is like not over there. You can build forms on any object in Jotform, and web to lead is just limited to the lead. Now that's it from this one. Let me click on publish button, or before moving ahead let me show you the like forms. Basically, as you can see, this is the admin ID as well. So right now you can see Shivang Tomar. I also got the form on my email, like some user basically filled the form. So here you can see Supreme Batch 1.1 Shivang Tomar, company, phone, email, right? I hope you get it. And similarly here you can see with Tulika, so I got the response. Now once apart from these two emails, you will see one more email over there, and that is called we have received your response for Supreme Batch 1.1. Now this is like a response. Once you filled the form, there is a response from our side. So if I go to settings, here you can see first is notification to shubhambhardwajsf@gmail.com, and then the autoresponder. Now you can change these forms like autoresponders and all. You can adjust their look and feel. Like what I can do in this case, thank you for submitting the form. We already keep you in a wait list to enroll into our Salesforce development course. So I can build the response according to that. It's not just I need to send their entries, right? Now, the best feature that I'm going to talk about is that recently came into Jotform, and that's called prefill. Now, what prefill is, let me show you. You will be like, okay, that's a great one. let me go to settings, or instead of setting, let me go to publish and click on prefill here. Once you click on prefill, you will see Salesforce dynamic prefill. Now, what Salesforce dynamic prefill is, whenever you will get a form, and if you enter a particular field, or let's say a set of fields, your details will automatically get fetched and will be visible on the form. Sounds interesting, right? So let's check it out. What we need to do, we need to click on the Salesforce dynamic prefill. We need to choose a Salesforce object to get the data from. For example, I am building a lead form, but I want to fetch the data from contact. I can do that, but currently, as you can see, I created two leads. So in order to show you the demo, I am going to select lead, but you can select any object you want. Let's say I selected lead over there. Now in lookup filter, I am going to provide the condition, like if Salesforce email is equals to the form email. That's it. I want to add only one condition to make it very simple for you. You can try it on your own. Basically, if you want to try it at a next level, you can build according to your use cases. Now, here you will see if multiple records match, prefill with most recent data record, or if you see multiple records, skip prefill. So that's up to you which setting you want to choose. So I want to choose prefill with most recent records. Now here you can see we have all the mappings. Let me click on add one more field. So here you can see company. So here you can see after adding one more field, you can see add field option is not there. So maybe I am in a freemium model, that's why I am limited to a certain fields that I can pre-fill, right? So yeah, that might be the issue. But if it is not, then they need to add further fields if it is a limitation. But I don't think so it's a limitation, as I am in the freemium model. That's why I think it's a limitation there. Now in the company, I simply want to map with company. So what it is, let me show you. So let's say if I remove company for now, let me click on save, and yes, save. Now here you can see we have the share with link, like pre-fill link. Let me copy it and paste it into the new tab. So you can see this is the form. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to type, let's say here, first of all, what I can do, let me go back to Salesforce, and as I already added the pre-fill, I'm going to build and add this email to the top. Right now, let me click on publish and pre-fill. Let me click on copy link, paste it again. So now you can see email is on the top. So let's say here I'm going to type my email, shubhambhardwaj, let's say srd@gmail.com. Let's see. So right now you can see name appears automatically, phone appears automatically, and I am waiting for company. But as you know, we did not add the mapping for company. So let's say go back to Jotform, and here go to prefill and click on edit. Here you can add your field that is called company, that will be fetched from form. So yeah, here we go. Let's click on save, and this time copy link. So it is same, if I refresh it will also work. So let's say this time I'm going to type shubhambhardwajsf@gmail.com and wait for some time. So here you can see Tulika Khanduri, iLink Digital, and here is her number, right? So that's how this best feature of Salesforce prefill actually is. Now I'm also going to talk about some new features that they basically introduced, and one of the feature is called view integration logs for advanced error management. Whenever you have any kind of integration error connecting with your Jotform and Salesforce, right, you will have a section where you can basically troubleshoot. So let's say if I go to the Jotform page, and here you can go to settings, and here you basically click on integration. Now click on Salesforce, because right now we connected Salesforce and Jotform, right? So here you can see action logs. So currently we have two submission and both are success. We don't have any kind of error. So that's what their new feature is, where you can see all the errors and all. Now the next feature that they introduced is send file upload and submission PDF to Salesforce. Right now, what I am talking about is in the same way. Here you can see. So apart from this prefill, or I explained to you, like you can basically view the logs error. They also introduced couple of more features in this kind of release, where you can send file uploads and submission PDFs to Salesforce. Like basically, you can provide them attached to document functionality, where user can upload the document so that everything keeps in a one place. And apart from that, they have one more feature that's called attach Jotform signed documents to Salesforce records. Like whether you want to basically get the sign of the customer right for a particular document, you can do that with their one of the cool features. And this video is super long now, but if you want to try out these features, I just try Jotform, because there are tons of value that I did not able to show you in this single video. So make sure you try it out, because it is on a freemium model. But let me show you something that will basically attract you in terms of pricing. Right, currently it is a freemium model. If your company or your use case is okay with that, go for it. But if you need further, like you need to use all the features of Jotform, so here you can see the pricing. You can build only 5 forms in the freemium model, right? Then you have bronze, silver and gold. And then obviously, if you are enterprise, you can basically add the custom price over there. So based on that, it's up to you which feature or which tier you want to use it. So I hope you get it, and let me know your thoughts on this Jotform new feature, that is prefill, right? Whether you like it or whether you find some improvement in the product, let me know in the comment section, because personally I like that. It will save a lot of time, and the best part is you can build forms by Jotform on any object. So that's the beauty of Jotform. I hope you like this video, and if you like this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button. I will see you in another video. Thank you so much.